It's the eve of Christmas Eve. Are you ready? I hope so. You're running out of time. This is FBTV, and on this episode of FBTV, we're going to be talking about the one thing that usually can sneak up on a broker and butt him right in the... Hey, how you doing? Welcome to FBTV. My name is Mike, and on this episode of FBTV, we're going to be talking about carrier load confirmations. A carrier load confirmation is a contract, and if you don't do it right, it could come back and bite you right in the backside. You know what I mean? So get it right. Before we get into that, a couple of things I want to talk to you about. First off, FBTV radio. We have tested, we will probably still do a couple of more tests, but every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, you can listen live and participate in the Freight Broker TV radio. Go to our website, freightbrokertv.com. There is a radio menu button. Click on the radio at the top of the page. It'll take you to the radio page. Top right of the website is the radio player. You can click on play, and if you look in the middle of the page, there's a chat window. You can use that. We're also going to be using Twitter, I believe, but I'll tell you more about that when I find out. Anyway, if you want to listen at any time to any of the previous broadcasts, it's right there. Just click the play button. Okay, we're looping it as we finish the live broadcast on Friday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Time. They last about an hour. We'll play it back. It'll be available to you. Also, it'll have its free, a podcast page, and we'll make that information available to you as well. If you have been, if you found us using YouTube, we have created a playlist for FBTV Radio. Got 2 episodes on there now, I believe, right? Think so. The original test we did, believe it or not, we did Friday morning, this past Friday morning, we did an episode. Had all kinds of audio issues. We were actually doing it live, broadcasting over the internet. All kinds of audio issues. We came back Saturday morning, redid it, worked on it, got the audio issues out, and we think we may be on the right track, but we're fine-tuning. All right. FBTV Radio, Friday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Time. You can hear it live using our website. And probably in the next couple of months, and as it happens, we'll let you know. You're going to be able to find the live broadcast on whatever internet app you may be using to listen to internet radio. Okay, this is something, too, we're going to be talking about. We're not getting paid for this. This is just something pretty cool. Mid-American Trucking Show 2020 coming up. It's going to be March 26th through 28th at the Kentucky Expo Center in Louisville, Kentucky, obviously. This thing was started back in the 70s, and it's just grown. And it is the one event of the year. If you're in the transportation industry, yeah, you make time in your schedule. Go check it out. Now, the reason we're talking about it is because until February 25th, free registration. Okay. After that, it's going to cost you $10. So get registered now. To register and get your free registration, you can go to truckingshow.com/register, and I'll put that there at the bottom of the page, so you're going to be able to get it. Okay, drinking. This is not the FBTV coffee mug. What happened? I have a sore finger, and as crazy as that sounds, when I go to pick my coffee cup up, it just, man, almost drop it. So I went back to my good trusty old trucking mug. This thing probably has more miles on it than a lot of 10-year-old automobiles. You know, this thing's been with me when I was hot shotting, when I was in a big truck. I mean, it's been with me a long time. But my old trusty still does pretty good. One thing I do not do with these mugs, okay, these plastic mugs, is I do not put them in the dishwasher. I will hand wash them, because it's been my experience, and you may know what I'm talking about. If you try to put these in a dishwasher, somewhere soapy waters are going to get in, and it's not going to get out. You're going to be drinking your coffee one day, and you're going to taste suds, and that's not anything you want. But anyway, just because I don't have the FBTV coffee mug here on set today It doesn't mean they're still not available. Go to our website, freightbrokertv.com. You can order yours, 11-ounce mug, high-quality mug. You can order it. It will come straight to your home, wherever you're going. Now, today we're going to be talking about something that can cause a broker a big, headache. And usually that's because a broker's not taking time to check what they're doing. Okay, you get so caught up in the day-to-day activity, you're out there, you got loads, you're getting loads from your customers, you're posting the loads, you're making call-outs for your priority loads, the loads that can make you the most money. You get a truck, and you rush through probably the most important part of the deal, creating the load confirmation for that carrier. If you haven't already committed to the load with your customer, well, first of all, as soon as that truck says, yeah, we'll do that load, you need to call your customer and commit. So that way they can prepare the load confirmation for you, which generally it's going to be a transactional contract. That's the correct terminology for a transactional contract, because it's one transaction you're doing with that customer to move that one load. Anyway, that load confirmation that the customer sends you is going to have all the details for the load. What you're going to do is transcribe that or input that data into your TMS. TMS, fancy name for Transportation Management System, which is fancy for freight broker software. But you're going to enter all the data. You're going to add the trucking company, put everything in there correctly. You push a button on the keyboard, and voila, it will create a load confirmation for the carrier that you can email or fax, whatever you want to do. Now, you want to check this thing. Check it twice. Make sure there are no mistakes. I'm going to pinpoint two areas where a broker causes themselves more headache than they need to. That is the pickup date and time and the delivery date and time. Well, the pickup date, that's pretty self-explanatory. Whatever date that the shipper has contracted or told you they need that load picked up, that's going to be on the load confirmation the shipper sent to you. Time. Pickup time. Okay, here's where the problem begins. Maybe the shipper told you their pickup time, their loading hours are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., first come, first served. Do not write 7 a.m. as a pickup time. If you do that, you've just contracted that truck to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning to get loaded with your load. You've pretty much told that trucking company they've got an appointment at 7 a.m. Now, if that truck is there at 7 a.m., and they can't get loaded for 4, 5, 6 hours, they're going to be upset. They are definitely going to want more money. And they have every right to expect it. You told them 7 a.m. The way you've got to write that on the load confirmation to the carrier is 7 a to 3 p.m. FCFS. That way there's no misunderstanding. The carrier knows loading hours are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., first come, first served. So if that truck is there at 7 o'clock in the morning and there's 20 trucks in front of them, they know they will be the 21st truck to be loaded that day. Okay, just simple, but these are the little things that can really cause you a problem, big problem. It can make a good day go to a bad day real quick. Now let's look at delivery date and time. Delivery date. If your customer has put a date for delivery on their load confirmation to you, check your calendar. Make sure that the date they've given you is not on a weekend or a holiday. If it is on a weekend or a holiday, call your customer and verify. Make sure your customer knows that the date they've given you is a weekend or a holiday. I can't tell you how many times it happens. You know, or I've done it anyway. I called the customer, hey, John, you got the 15th down here, Saturday the 15th for that truck to unload. Can that truck unload on Saturday? More times than not, I will get this back. Oh my gosh, no, it needs to be Monday. It needs to be Monday. Now, if I wouldn't have called and checked that date, verified it, that truck would have got there on Saturday. They would have been sitting all weekend. Come Monday morning, I would have had a bad day. Get the idea? Same thing with the delivery time. If your customer has provided a delivery time to you on their confirmation, maybe they put 7 a.m. Don't take that as a hard appointment time until you have verified it with your customer. Call your customer. just call them, hey, John, you got 7 a.m. down here. Is that an appointment time? And 9 times out of 10, they'll come back and say something like, oh, no, that's what time they open. What time they open and an appointment time for delivery are two different things. Two different things altogether. Apple and orange. So what you put on your load confirmation to the carrier in a situation like that is call. C-A-L-L. Again, if it's not an appointment time, right? Call. That transfers the responsibility to the carrier to call the receiver to find out what time to be there to unload. Okay, those are a couple of tips, actually essential tips that we hope will help you in the future. All right, we're 2 days away from Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, day after tomorrow, the big day. Be safe out there. Have a great Merry Christmas. Oh, before we go, a couple more things. Our schedules. If you've been keeping up with us, we've been doing videos on Tuesday and on Thursday podcasts. And we've been trying to figure out a place to fit in the FBTV radio, the live broadcast. Well, we've been working on it, and right now, tentatively, it looks like we're going to change the schedule around a little bit. Monday going to be the videos. Wednesday will be podcast, and Friday morning, 10 a.m., FBTV radio live. Okay? All right, have a Merry Christmas, unless you've made other plans. And if you did, why? I mean, for crying out loud, it's Christmas.